Dimi,
Yes, mate.
Betfred World Matchplay finalist. How does that sound?
Dreams coming true. Hard work paying off. Believe is doing his job. Hard work is paying his job. I can keep going, but it's simple to say. It took me 7 years before I got into. I think right now I'm in the top 16 of the world. Am I lying or am I right?
No, you are
right?
into the top 16.
Well, there you go, guys. I've been working my ass off. I don't know if it's disrespectful or whatever, but I've been working my ass off. A lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of experience, a lot of mental game, a lot of learning. And now I am getting close to what my dreams are.
That game there were so many similarities with the Adrian game in the quarterfinal. You were the better player early doors, and then they came back at you, and you just managed to close it out. But to do that against Glenn Durrant in a tight game at the end, that takes some doing. Yeah,
100%. I've always been a fan of Glenn. Before Glenn made the move to come to the PDC, I've always been following him. He was he still is in the same establishment as me. I've always gave him messages. I've always told him I'm going to be following you. I'm a big fan. I like the way you play your game. I like the way you conduct yourself on the stage, but also afterwards in your interviews. You learn from people like that. You learn from players that are so experienced like that. Apparently, Glenn, years ago, played against my dad. And my dad told me, I've used to play against an English player at the Lakeside qualification. And you have to go all the way. I'm like, what are you talking about? Even like that to the last leg, the sudden dead leg in the last set. I was like, okay. Apparently it was Glenn. I had no idea. My manager had no idea. But at some point they started talking and they knew from each other who they were. And I was like, wow. But I've always been a huge fan, and now managing to beat Glenn in a tournament like this, in a semi-final like this. Wow.
Just as a matter of interest, did Glenn beat your dad in that last leg decider, or did your dad win?
My dad won.
Oh, right. So it's a Vandenberg thing. Tight games in important matches.
Shh. Shh. It's all about the past. I wish my dad was still a great player, but the past has catched up on them. Glenn is showing that he still has it in him.
Well, you mentioned the past. People have been talking about you as the future for quite a long time.
I know, yeah.
Set out your stall, reach the top 16, reach the match play final in the way you have now. You say it's your dreams coming true, but this is only one step on the journey, isn't it? There's a lot more to come.
Yeah, of course it's only one step, but then again, any other player in the PDC tournaments would love to be where I am right now. I am in the final of the World Matchplay. And I'm going to be ready for tomorrow. I'm going to be doing exactly what I've been doing the past week. I'm going to be learning from myself, and I'm going to relax, and I'm going to do my thing and focus before I start that game. But I can't wait. I'm going to enjoy this moment, because I'm not only in the match play, because I am in this final, I'm also in the Grand Slam of darts. So I'm always seeing the positive things of whatever I do.
You've just had a congratulations message from the Wright family, the world champion who you stayed with during lockdown.
Yeah.
How big a part of the advice and spending time with him is this run here, these performances you put together back to back to back?
I think I have learned a whole lot more than I experienced myself. My dad and my family are saying that I have matured in my game. I have developed myself a whole lot stronger mentally, but also in keeping yourself focused under pressure, even though you're playing quality players. Nathan Aspinall, a player I've hardly beat, I managed to win. Joe Cullen, same thing, hardly beat him. Me and Adrian, we played each other so many times, always tough, difficult games. I managed to win him. And now Glenn, I think it's the first time ever I beat him. And stuff like that. I think it showed me that whatever Peter told me or whatever Peter and I have been talking about, I think it works. But I am still using little things he told me on the practice board in my preparation before I'm on that stage. And I feel good, I feel strong, and I feel that I am starting to believe that I am one of them players that you need to look out for.
Well, just finally, Gary Anderson in the final, the biggest match of your life coming up.
Possibly, yeah.
And he's a guy you've beaten before. You beat him in front of a world record crowd in Germany.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just going to be busy with myself. I know Gary can play, but I know I can. So what I've been saying the whole week is I've got to be focused on myself. I've got to be believing in myself. I've got to be self-confident. I've got to be strong. I've got to be digging in, because I know Gary is one of them players that all of a sudden can rattle a few legs off in 12 darts. But that doesn't mean I can't. One of them players that I've actually always been looking up to as well when he was playing the VDO. And then he made the move to the PDC, and I was missing him at Lakeside, at Embassy. I was missing him in them tournaments. And then I've become a huge fan of Daryl Fitton, Tony O'Shea. And these players are still messaging me. They're still saying, hey, wow, congratulations, mate. Good, great, like what you just played, brilliant. Honestly, I love it. And I'm like, wow, them players, in my eyes, big names, they are texting me, you know. It's wonderful, it's amazing, and I'm enjoying every second.
Well, let's see how much your phone blows up tomorrow. Congratulations, Dimi, we'll play.
Focus for tomorrow, and I'm going to be ready.